Manifestation isn't magic, but I definitely think it's misunderstood a lot. People think that just because they sit at home and think about what they want and think about what they want to achieve and think about the type of partner they want in their life, the type of job, the type of money that they want in their life, that that's enough and it should just happen. But it's not magic. Manifestation, the way I've wrote it down here is vision plus belief plus aligned action. So whenever I visualized myself as a martial arts instructor, I didn't just sit at home and meditate or sit at home with my eyes closed, visualizing it and really feeling the sensations that I would feel when I succeeded in this journey. What I did was all of that and then ask myself, what action do I need to take now to get closer to that? And initially it started with me buying a Wing Chun book on the wooden dummy, and then buying a wooden dummy and just battering it. I remember having bruises all down my arms because I didn't understand how I was supposed to use it, and I was smashing into this thing. I remember even buying tennis sweatband things so that that would protect my wrists in some manner, which obviously it did not because there were only wee bits of cloth. But the visualization kept me going through all of that pain, all the bruising, all of the annoyance and awkwardness. And that led me to, well, what's the next step? Well, I don't understand what the fuck I'm doing. Maybe I need to find someone that does understand what I'm doing and then get lessons, get taught. So that brought me over to London and up to Lisburn and then training with everybody else that I trained with. But the visualization wasn't the only thing I did. I visualized. Visualization is key in achievement of your goals because you know what you're aiming for, but then you have to take the aligned action. So I've wrote here too that you're always manifesting something, so consciously or unconsciously. Most of the time, most of the people are unconsciously or consciously manifesting negativity. They talk about how shit their life is. They talk about how bad things are going to be. They know this weekend's going to be hectic and hard and difficult. They know that work's going to be bad tomorrow. They're always manifesting that negativity. When I used to teach control and restraint to door staff, sometimes I'd go in and watch the staff work, and within 20 minutes, I would say, I'd be able to point out who's the guy that gets in the most rows. And it's the guy that's looking for the negativity. He's always on guard, and because he's on guard, he's not great at communicating with people, and he sort of gets people's back up. And then when he gets the other person that comes that's a bit heated, a bit angry, when they meet, they end up causing some sort of kerfuffle. So you're manifesting all the time. It's just whether you become super conscious about it and turn it into positive, or you continue to be subconscious, unconscious, and consciously negative. So the way that I would teach manifestation is sit down and think about what you want to achieve. So for example, I want to have a successful podcast. So I sit down and I visualize, what would that feel like? Like, how does that actually feel when I succeed at this? What does it feel like when I'm talking to camera? What does it feel like when I get feedback? Who are the type of people that I'm interacting with through the podcast? And all of that then builds a really solid goal that I actually want to achieve. It's not just an arbitrary. It's not a pie in the sky goal of, oh, I just want to be really successful in my job. Well, what the fuck does that mean? Like, if I give you an extra tenner a week, you'd be more successful. So does that count? Is that really successful, or is it something more tangible? So when you're manifesting, you have to take action. You have to have your vision and then align it with your action. Like, keep moving forward towards that goal. So the wee goal I want you to try this week, the wee test, the wee challenge, whatever way you want, I just call it an action in my notes, is the vision statement. So you're going to write a paragraph describing the man you're becoming, how successful you are, what do you physically look like, what does your day look like day to day. I get up at this time, I do this, X, Y, and Z. Not what you want, but who you really are deep down. So it's not just, oh, I want all of this, but I am the sort of person that likes talking to people, that likes interacting with people, that likes to teach and pass on knowledge that I've got from other people. So if I just did a podcast on comedy, for example, it wouldn't fire me up. It wouldn't really work. It's not who I am. So what do you want to be and who are you? And do those two things align? And then just read it every day for the week. Speak it out loud if you need to. I think you should, but some people aren't comfortable doing that just yet. I think you should speak it out loud. The hearing it resonates. It'll resonate more with you, or it'll not. Then you'll have to tweak what you're saying. So try the vision statement this week. Let me know how you get on with it. And then just as a wee closing line, I wrote, if your life is already reflecting the inner world you dreamt of or you dream of, then perfect. If it's not, then clean up your life, get clear on what you want to do, and build something worth becoming. Have a super awesome day, whatever you get up to, and I'll speak again soon.